Jeg igen. I again. Alright. Ringede til ham. Ringede til ham. Called him. Gik i kirke. Gik i kirke. Went to church. Har lyst til at gøre det. Har lyst til at gøre det. Feel like doing it. Spiste morgenmad. Spiste morgenmad. Ate breakfast. So the trick is, you put it in the middle. Jeg ringede til ham igen. Jeg gik i kirke igen. Jeg har lyst til at gøre det igen. Jeg spiste morgenmad igen. And so on and so on. That is the beauty and the magic of sentence patterns. You see something and then you recognize it's a pattern, so you can manipulate it, you can tweak it as long as you follow the grammar. So this is also igen, but here it's like tid til at igen. Det er tid til at igen. Det er tid til at igen. It's time to again. Time to do something. Synge med. Synge med. Sing along. Skrive et langt digt. Skrive et langt digt. Write a long poem. Købe nye sko. Købe nye sko. Buy new shoes. Gå til lægen. Gå til lægen. Go to the doctor. Now you probably noticed here that they're all in infinitive. Synge, skrive, købe, gå. And that's important. It's gotta be infinitive after at. At synge, to sing, at skrive, to write, etc. That's how it works. Det er tid til at la som action igen. Okay, næste. Okay, so this is stadig. Stadig is the key word. Det er stadig. Det er stadig. It's still something something. Lidt koldt her. Lidt koldt her. A bit cold here. Det bedste alternativ. Det bedste alternativ. The best alternative. Mit ansvar. Mit ansvar. My responsibility. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Sommerferie. Sommerferie. Summer vacation. Or summer holiday. We don't have a distinction in Danish. It's just ferie. Right? Så, det er stadig. It's still whatever it is. Lidt koldt her. Det bedste alternativ. Mit ansvar. Sommerferie. Yeah. That's very nice. Let's move on. So this is stadig, but it's jeg ved stadig ikke. Jeg ved stadig ikke. I still don't know. So this could be anything that you don't know. Right? Whatever you can put after that is good. Hvad han mener. Hvad han mener. What he means. Om det passer. Om det passer. If it's true. Hvor gammel hun er. Hvor gammel hun er. How old she is. Så meget om det emne. Så meget om det emne. So much about that topic or subject is the same to us. Like this emne, that is our word. Emne. So again, jeg ved stadig ikke. Jeg ved stadig ikke. I still don't know. And a little note here. Det passer. Maybe some of you are a bit confused by this, because how can passer be true? Well, that's because it's a verb. Right? Of course, you also have a send or sent. Like, oh, they sent. That's true. But the passer is like a verb version of that. Like, hey, the passer. Right? Like if someone is disputing or they're doubting you, like, the passer, it's true. Right? So yeah, that's good stuff. Jeg ved stadig ikke. Lovely. Moving on. Okay, so this is allerede. Hun har allerede. Hun har allerede. She has already. Let's see. So this one is about present perfect. Let's see. Hun har allerede spist det hele. Spist det hele. Eaten all of it. Eaten the whole thing. Hørt den historie. Hørt den historie. Heard that story. Tænkt på det. Tænkt på det. Thought of that. Besøgt mig. Besøgt mig. Visited me. So you can see, so look at some extra grammar here. These are all present perfect. Oh, they could also be a past perfect or past participle. But yeah, spist, hørt, tænkt, besøgt. Right? And they fit perfectly with hun har. Hun har another thing she has done. Hun har allerede spist det hele. Hun har allerede hørt den historie. Hun har allerede tænkt på det. Hun har allerede besøgt mig. Right? A lot of actions here. Of course, I have some other videos also about verbs, and I encourage you to check them out. Okay, so allerede again. We have allerede før du blev født. Allerede før du blev født. Already before you were born. Like, I know in English you could also say even before you were born, like that early. Already before you were born. Spiste vi tofu? Spiste vi tofu? We ate tofu. Var han populær? Var han populær? He was popular. Vidste vi det? Vidste vi det? We knew it. Festede hun hver dag? Festede hun hver dag? She partied every day. Now you probably noticed here that there's inversion, right? Spiste vi, var han, vidste vi, festede hun. So this first sentence, allerede før du blev født, it doesn't really make sense on its own. It seems kind of incomplete. And when the first sentence seems incomplete on its own, then the second sentence, the sort of conclusion, needs to have inversion, which is why you have the verb before the subject. And the verb is the action, comes before the person or the people doing it. Spiste vi tofu? Var han populær? Vidste vi det? Festede hun hver dag? And so on. I made another video about that. It's actually not that complicated. I know a lot of you are struggling with inversion. You think it's something that the devil created, but it's okay, guys. You'll master it eventually. Alright, that was nice. See, what else we got? Okay, so this is også, but we rarely say like også, that's fine. Yeah, så. Min ven har også. Min ven har også. My friend has an something something too. Also is both too, but it's also like also or as well. So we just use one word in Danish. Min ven har også, what we got here? En lille mus. En lille mus. A little mouse. En ny bil. En ny bil. A new car. En afrikansk kæreste. En afrikansk kæreste. An African girlfriend. Et flot skrivebord. Et flot skrivebord. A nice desk. Right? So this is pretty straightforward. There's not so much magic or hocus pocus about this. Just anything that could be a possession you can put here at the end. En lille mus, en ny bil, en afrikansk kæreste. It's not exactly a possession, but you know what I mean. Et flot skrivebord, and so on. Right? Min ven har også something something. Like I was saying before, you need to play with these sentences yourself. Like you can take a screenshot or whatever, and when you have the PDF from the website, you know, you can just look at it and then fill out the blanks. Right? Whatever you can come up with. Be creative. Have some fun with this. You can do that. Learn a lot more. Okay, næste. Okay, so here we have også. Here is the third word of the sentence. Jeg vil også gerne smage. Jeg vil også gerne smage. I would also like to taste. Oh my god. Den ret du har lavet. Den ret du har lavet. Or lavet. But you don't have to say it like that. The dish you made. Right? He was cooking something and it's like, oh my god, it looks so nice. Right? Belgisk chokolade. Belgisk chokolade. Belgian chocolate. It's a cliche, but it works. En rigtig pizza. En rigtig pizza. A real pizza. Den grønne banan. Den grønne banan. The green banana. Jeg vil også gerne smage. Jeg vil også gerne smage. And then any food. Or non-food. Maybe you want to eat a lamb or an airplane. I'm not judging. Jeg vil også gerne smage something something. Very nice. Okay, let's see what we got here. So this is the opposite. I think this is heller ikke. And heller ikke is either, or either, or neither. So that is like, there's one negative thing you said, and then there's another one on top of that, or someone else said something negative, and you're sort of joining that. Like neither do I. So let's see. Jeg er heller ikke bange for. Jeg er heller ikke bange for. I'm not afraid of something something either. Okay? Heller ikke. Yeah, what we got? Små trolde. Små trolde. Little trolls. So cute to think about. Grimme hekse. Grimme hekse. Ugly witches. Edderkopper længere. Edderkopper længere. Spiders anymore. Right? That's how it is, because ikke længere is not anymore. So it is. Mænd med hvidt skæg. Mænd med hvidt skæg. Men with white beard. Okay, interesting. Jeg er heller ikke bange for. Very good. Det næste er... Okay. Heller ikke igen. Min kæreste kan heller ikke. Min kæreste kan heller ikke. My boyfriend can't something either. Now, I'm sure most of you already know this, but in case you didn't, kæreste is both boyfriend and girlfriend. I think it's gender neutral, so that's kind of cool. Kæreste. Min kæreste kan heller ikke. Okay, what can't he or she do? Heller ikke. Forstå det. Forstå det. Understand it. Tale arabisk. Tale arabisk. Speak Arabic. Kør bil. Kør bil. Drive a car. Svømme så hurtigt. Svømme så hurtigt. Swim that fast. Okay. Min kæreste kan heller ikke something. And once again, all of these are infinitive. Because can, we got can right here, which is already a verb. And we got like the first verb, I think it's usually gonna be in the present or past tense. Then the next one has to be infinitive. Okay? Forstå, tale, køre, svømme. And that's how it is. Alright. Så har vi huset er hverken. So the house is neither. And it's actually hverken, la eller. And so eller is like nor. And it means or, but translation here, nor. Hverken, neither this or that. Huset er hverken stort eller lille. Stort eller lille. Big nor small. Lavet af træ eller beton. Lavet af træ eller beton. Made from wood nor concrete. Mit eller dit. Mit eller dit. Mine nor yours. Gammelt eller nyt. Gammelt eller nyt. Old nor new. Right? So that's the thing here. Hverken something eller something. Right? Huset er hverken. Yeah, pretty simple. Now here you see it in a different way. Right? So these are already sort of complete sentences. Hverken eller hverken eller. Mælken er hverken gammel eller sur. Mælken er hverken gammel eller sur. The milk is neither old nor sour. Okay. Min kat er hverken stærk eller hurtig. Min kat er hverken stærk eller hurtig. My cat is neither strong nor fast. Hendes mand er hverken rar eller tålmodig. Hendes mand er hverken rar eller tålmodig. Her husband is neither kind nor patient. Well, that sucks. Hverken something eller. Then we have enten eller. So this is the more positive one. It's the affirmative one. So enten eller. Either or. Either or. Det skal enten være i dag eller i morgen. Det skal enten være i dag eller i morgen. It has to be either today or tomorrow. Very easy. Han vil enten spise kød eller fisk. Han vil enten spise kød eller fisk. He wants to either eat meat or fish. You have two options. Kød eller fisk, meat or fish. Det er enten mig eller ham. Det er enten mig eller ham. It's either me or him. Right? Now some of these are a little bit strange if you don't have a context. But then again, use your imagination. Right? Imagine a context. So that was enten eller. Enten eller. This one is eller ej. Eller ej is basically like or not. And there are many learners who incorrectly assume that it's eller nej. And like because nej is no, so you think eller nej. But it's eller ej. Right? If it's something something or not. Ved du om hun eller ej? Ved du om hun eller ej? Do you know if she or not? So some kind of action, right? Either what she is or what she's doing. Let's see what we got here. Er klar. Er klar. Is ready. Har læst psykologi. Har læst psykologi. Has read psychology. And I mean read like studied. Right? Kan lide slik. Kan lide slik. Likes candy. Oh, and if anyone here is like a total beginner, in Danish we usually don't pronounce li in its entirety. We just say like li, not li either. So that's okay. You can copy that, and you're gonna sound just like a Dane, or closer to it at least. Kan lide slik, and then the last one. Er en robot. Er en robot is a robot. Okay? Ved du om hun something eller ej? Again, use your own imagination and fill in the blanks in the middle. Beautiful. Jeg er ikke sikker på om eller ej. Jeg er ikke sikker på om eller ej. I'm not sure if something or not. So that is eller ej again. When you're not sure about something, when there's some kind of doubt, it's like an embedded question because there is uncertainty, then you'll usually have that eller ej. You're usually gonna have that. See what we got. Manden ved det. Manden ved det og ved det. The man knows it. Vandet er varmt nok. Vandet er varmt nok. The water is warm enough. Cyklen er min. Cyklen er min. The bicycle is mine. Det er det værd. Det er det værd. It's worth it. This is kind of long. If you imagine you're taking one of these bad boys and put it in here, it's going to be kind of long sentence. But it's okay. You gotta practice that at some point. To be fair, you don't always have to say eller ej. Because if you say that you don't know, then it's already understood from the context that you're not sure. So you don't have to say eller ej, strictly speaking. But you can. Right? So, eller ej. That's a good one. Very good to know. And we have, okay, so this is både og både. Han har både en, he has both like one thing and then another, eh? Yeah, because in Danish we have two words for both. And we'll get to the second one in a moment. But this is like one thing and another one too. So not a pair, but one and two, or A and B. Han har både en haj og en hval. Haj og en hval. Shark and a whale. Okay. Bil og en motorcykel. Bil og en motorcykel. Car and a motorcycle. Lejlighed og et hus. Lejlighed og et hus. Apartment and a house. Sko og en støvle. Sko og en støvle. Shoe and a boot. Right? So these are kind of like odd pairs. Han har både en haj og en val, bil og en motorcykel, lejlighed og et hus, sko og en støvle, and so on. Right? Now this is also både, but it's både like it says my parents are both, but I don't mean both of them. I mean like they have both these traits, klog, venlig, gammelvis, etc. So they have not just one trait, but two personality traits. Right? That's what I'm saying here. Mine forældre er både, my parents are both, kloge og venlige. Kloge og venlige. Smart and friendly. Gamle og vise. Gamle og vise. Old and wise. Rige og gavmilde. Rige og gavmilde. Rich and generous. Kreative og geniale. Kreative og geniale. Creative and brilliant. Right? So you got two adjectives. That is the thing here. Både is the word we use when we are describing A and B, and like before. Jeg har både A og B. I have both of these. And it's also the one we use with adjectives, because it's like one and one. Right? But the next word, on the very next slide, is for like two in a pair, like both of them. You'll see. Begge. Right? Er de begge? Er de begge? Er de begge? Are they both? That's a question. Er de begge gode nok? Gode nok? Gode nok? Good enough? Interessante? Interessante? Interesting? Af ægte guld? Af ægte guld? Of real gold. Dine. Dine. Yours. Right? So both of them together. Are they both good enough, interesting, made of real gold, yours, etc.? That is the difference between både and begge. It's important that you know the difference. Okay. Yeah, and to really hammer this point home, I got some more examples here. Begge, begge, begge. Begge er lidt for store. Begge er lidt for store. Both are a bit too big. De er begge to mine venner. De er begge to mine venner. They're both my friends. Begge forslag har potentiale. Begge forslag har potentiale. Both suggestions have potential. Alright, straightforward. Den næste her. Okay, so this is ligesom. Ligesom. It's like just like. You're comparing to someone else. Jeg spiser rå æg, ligesom. Jeg spiser rå æg, ligesom. I eat raw eggs, just like. So I eat raw eggs, just like. Superhelten. Superhelten. Superhero. Den store bjørn. Den store bjørn. The big bear. Min bedstefar. Min bedstefar. My grandfather. Du gjorde engang. Du gjorde engang. You once did, or you used to. Like someone else, they used to eat these raw eggs, and like, hey, now I'm doing it too, just like you used to do. Så, ligesom du gjorde engang, like you used to. Jeg spiser rå æg, ligesom. You could also say the name of a famous person, but I didn't do that because, yeah, you know, rules. Alright. Okay, there are not so many left, but we got this one. Dine øjne er smukke. Dine øjne er smukke ligesom. Dine øjne er smukke ligesom. Ægte diamanter. Ægte diamanter. Real diamonds. Små stjerner. Små stjerner. Little stars. Krystaller. Krystaller. Crystals. Perler. Perler. Pearls. Okay. Cool. Yeah, again, it's very straightforward. Dine øjne er smukke, ligesom. And then you can compare. Awesome. Now we got this. Hun spiste mere mad end. Hun spiste mere mad end. Now, N is of course the key word here, meaning than. And than. She ate more food than, let's see, a bodybuilder. Or with a Danish accent, we would be like bodybuilder. And like the L is slightly mispronounced. Bodybuilder. A bodybuilder. Jeg havde forventet. Jeg havde forventet. I had expected. Hun havde lyst til. Hun havde lyst til. She wanted to. It's like, no, not that much, please. Kind of like that. Os tre til sammen. Os tre til sammen. The three of us combined. Okay, cool. Hun spiste mere mad end compared to whatever or whoever you want. Okay? Cool. So, I got this one. Det er bedre at slappe af end. Det er bedre at slappe af end. It's better to relax than at stresse. At stresse. To stress. At tænke for meget. At tænke for meget. To think too much. At være nervøs. At være nervøs. To be nervous. At arbejde hele tiden. At arbejde hele tiden. To work all the time. Okay? So again, that's another useful way that you can use in. Det er bedre at slappe af end many other things. Right? Slappe af. Relax. Okay, what we got here? So this is lige. Right? Lige, lige means so many things. In this case, it means equally, like you're equally something. You're, the same level, same amount, same degree. Så, du og jeg er lige. Du og jeg er lige. You and I are equally something something. Inspirerende. Inspirerende. Inspiring. Gamle er vi ikke. Gamle er vi ikke. Old. So yeah, in Danish it's gamle, and we're equally old. And I know that's weird in English, so that's why I wrote the same age. Vi er lige gamle. We're equally old. We have the same age. Er vi ikke, aren't we? Nice. Dårlige til fodbold. Dårlige til fodbold. Bad at football. Okay, cool. Dygtige. Dygtige. Well, dygtige, but you probably noticed in Danish a lot of the time we don't really pronounce the T so clearly. And that can be annoying, but it is what it is. Right? Vi er lige dygtige. Equally skilled. So, like I said, lige can mean many things. It can also mean straight or equal or even, probably a few more. Right? So maybe one day in the future I need to make a video about this, because it's a very useful word to know. Lige. Okay, so this is slightly different. This is lige så som. Lige så som. Just as some adjective as. Right? Again, we're comparing here. Han er lige så som før. Han er lige så som før. He's just as before. Okay? We got some adjectives down here. Energisk. Energisk. Energetic. Godt forberedt. Godt forberedt. Utålmodig. Sorry guys. Godt forberedt is well prepared. Utålmodig. Utålmodig. Impatient. Omsorgsfuld. Omsorgsfuld. Caring. Han er lige så something something som før. Lige så something something som før. He's just as something something as before. Okay? Nice.